What if the biggest World Cup in history becomes one of the most controversial? The 2026 FIFA World Cup promises to be larger, louder, and more exciting than any tournament before it. For the first time ever, 48 national teams will compete across 3 different countries: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. Millions of fans are expected to attend. Billions will watch from home. But behind the excitement lies a growing list of concerns. Extreme travel distances, record-breaking costs, player fatigue, security challenges, and a tournament format that many believe could change the World Cup forever. Could these problems affect the quality of the competition? And is FIFA truly prepared for what may be the most complicated sporting event ever organized? Let's find out. The FIFA World Cup is the most watched sporting event on Earth. Every 4 years, nations come together to witness football's greatest spectacle. From Brazil's dominance in the 1970s to Argentina's dramatic victory in 2022, the World Cup has produced unforgettable moments. But 2026 will be different. Very different. For the first time in history, 48 teams will participate instead of 32.3 countries will host the tournament. More matches will be played than ever before. More fans will travel than at any previous World Cup. On paper, this sounds incredible. However, many experts believe these historic changes may create serious challenges. Let's examine the biggest problems facing the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Problem 1. The huge travel distances. One of the biggest concerns is geography. Unlike Qatar 2022, where all stadiums were located within a relatively small area, the 2026 World Cup will be spread across an enormous region of North America. Teams may need to travel thousands of kilometers between matches. Imagine playing a high-intensity football match and then immediately boarding a long flight to another city. Now imagine doing that multiple times during the tournament. The United States alone covers a vast territory. Traveling from Los Angeles to New York is comparable to crossing an entire continent. For players, this means less recovery time, more fatigue, increased risk of injury. For fans, the challenge is even greater. Many supporters may struggle to follow their teams because flights, hotels, and transportation costs could become extremely expensive. Some fans may be forced to choose only 1 or 2 matches instead of following their team throughout the tournament. This issue alone could dramatically change the World Cup experience. Problem 2. Extreme heat. Another major concern is weather. Several host cities are known for intense summer temperatures. June and July can be extremely hot in parts of North America. Players could be forced to compete in temperatures exceeding 35 degrees Celsius. Heat affects everything. It reduces stamina. It increases dehydration. It can impact decision-making and physical performance. Recent tournaments have already shown how difficult it can be for athletes to perform under extreme conditions. Medical experts have repeatedly warned that heat-related risks should not be underestimated. Even fans sitting in packed stadiums for several hours could face serious discomfort. FIFA may need cooling breaks, schedule adjustments, and additional safety measures to protect both players and spectators. Problem 3. The cost of attending. The World Cup has always been expensive. But many analysts believe 2026 could become the most expensive World Cup ever for fans. The United States is known for high prices in major cities. Hotels, transportation, food, and entertainment can quickly become costly. Now add World Cup demand. Prices could rise dramatically. A family hoping to attend multiple matches may need thousands of dollars for tickets, flights, hotels, local transportation, food, and merchandise. Many football fans worry that the tournament could become inaccessible to ordinary supporters. One of the greatest traditions of the World Cup is the atmosphere created by passionate fans from every corner of the world. If costs become too high, that atmosphere could suffer. Problem 4. The 48-team format. For decades, the World Cup featured 32 teams. Now FIFA has expanded the tournament to 48. Supporters of the change argue that more countries deserve a chance to compete on football's biggest stage. Critics disagree. Many fear that expanding the tournament could lower the overall quality of matches. Some weaker teams may struggle against football's elite nations. This could lead to more one-sided games. Others worry that the tournament will become too long and difficult for fans to follow. The World Cup's prestige has always come from its exclusivity. Some believe expanding the competition may reduce that exclusivity. Only time will tell whether the new format improves the tournament or creates new problems. Problem 5. Player fatigue. Modern football players already face incredibly demanding schedules. Top players often compete in domestic leagues, national cups, continental tournaments, international friendlies, World Cup qualifiers. Many players participate in more than 50 matches every season. Adding a larger World Cup means additional pressure. Sports scientists have repeatedly warned about workload management. More matches mean higher injury risk, longer recovery periods, reduced performance levels. The stars fans pay to watch may arrive at the tournament exhausted. This is becoming one of football's biggest concerns. Problem 6. Security challenges. Security is another major issue. The World Cup attracts millions of visitors from around the globe. Managing such a massive event across 3 countries presents unique challenges. Authorities must coordinate border control, stadium security, transportation security, emergency response systems. Any weakness in coordination could create serious problems. Modern sporting events require extensive planning to ensure public safety. The scale of the 2026 tournament means security operations will be among the largest ever seen in sports history. Problem 7. Transportation and logistics. Logistics may become FIFA's greatest challenge. Think about what needs to be managed. Players, coaches, referees, journalists, sponsors, millions of fans. Every flight delay, traffic problem, or transportation disruption can have a ripple effect. Airports could become overcrowded. Hotels may reach full capacity. Road networks could experience significant pressure. Successfully coordinating all these moving parts will require extraordinary planning. Problem 8. Environmental concerns. Environmental groups have also raised concerns. Large-scale travel generates enormous carbon emissions. Thousands of flights will transport teams, officials, and supporters across North America. The environmental impact could be substantial. As global attention increasingly focuses on sustainability, FIFA may face growing pressure to reduce the tournament's environmental footprint. Balancing growth with sustainability remains one of the biggest challenges in modern sports. Problem 9. Pressure on host cities. Hosting the World Cup brings benefits. It attracts tourism. It creates jobs. It generates international attention. However, it also creates pressure. Cities must invest heavily in infrastructure. They must prepare transportation systems. They must manage large crowds. Some critics argue that certain investments may not provide long-term benefits after the tournament ends. This debate has followed many previous World Cups and will likely continue in 2026. Could FIFA solve these problems? To be fair, FIFA is aware of many of these concerns. Organizers have spent years preparing. Advanced technology, improved transportation planning, and extensive security measures are already being developed. Host cities are investing billions of dollars to prepare for the tournament. FIFA believes the benefits will outweigh the risks. Supporters argue that a larger World Cup will grow the game globally, create new opportunities, inspire future generations, introduce football to new audiences. If successful, 2026 could redefine the future of international football. Conclusion. The 2026 FIFA World Cup has the potential to become the greatest tournament in football history. But it also faces challenges unlike any World Cup before it. Massive travel distances, extreme weather, high costs, player fatigue, security concerns, environmental pressure, and a completely new format. Whether these challenges become major problems or simply obstacles to overcome remains to be seen. One thing is certain. The world will be watching. And when the first whistle blows in 2026, history will begin. End screen, Site. What do you think? Will the 2026 World Cup be the greatest tournament ever, or will these problems affect the competition? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more football documentaries.